So Tamara is still out today. She's at home spending time with her family. Tam, if you're watching, we love you. We miss you so much.
Yes.
Back with us again today is our amazing guest co-host. She's a White House correspondent, a political analyst for CNN, Washington bureau chief for American Urban Radio Networks, and the author of Under Fire, reporting from the front lines of the Trump White House. It's our girl, April Ryan. Woo! We're having so much fun with you all week.
Yes.
So April,
What's up?
are you ready for some girl chat?
Oh, yeah.
It's about to get live.
I
All
like
right,
it.
let's do it.
I like it.
Here we go. All right, let's do this. Thanksgiving is next week, but we've been giving back to our fans all week long because you guys are why we're here. So it's time once again for the Reels Dollar Hollaback.
Get that money. Get that money.
And all this week, we're showing love to our real fam in Adrian's hometown, New York City. What up, New York?
Love it.
Out there, you guys, I know it. Okay, New York, listen up because I'm about to shout out a fan's name and Instagram handle. If you hear your name, you have until the end of this show to message us back on Instagram at The Real Daytime. If you do, you about to win $1,000. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So today, we're hollering at Jasmine Ravino, whose handle is at JazzyBell9. Jasmine, girl, you see this right here? This is about to be yours. Head to our Instagram page, message us back now. If you know Jasmine, wake her up, shake her, and get her over to the phone. If you want this money, honey. And to everyone in New York, if we hear back from Jasmine, we're gonna shout out another name, so make sure to stick around, because we got some money, we gotta give it to you.
Okay.
There you go. Win that money.
Yes.
Speaking of winning, some ladies who won big during the midterm elections didn't just make history. Oh, no. They made friendships, too. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who last week became the youngest woman ever elected to Congress, posted this photo, yes, to Instagram.
Dope.
With the caption, Squad. And what a squad it is.
Yes.
Next to Alexandria are Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, who became the first two Muslim women elected to Congress. That's right. And Ayanna Pressley, the first black woman to represent Massachusetts in Congress. Rashida also posted a picture of their squad in D.C. with the hashtag Dream Tag. She said they were ready to hit the ground running, fighting for justice for all. This is so exciting to see.
Yeah. That's like a little freshman class.
Yes. Okay, so April, I have to ask, when you see so many successful women working together, does it give you hope that the future is female?
No.
It gives me hope, period, because you have to remember, women have been fighting for so long. And, in my job in Washington, as a White House correspondent, I've watched over 21 years and seen how women have tried to fight to get in to this male-dominated and even white male-dominated fraternity.
Yeah.
And it's really tough. And a lot of times when they're at the table discussing issues about women, women are not at the table.
Wow.
Right.
And that's the crazy piece, especially when it deals with issues of healthcare and things of that nature. But I think back, Lonnie, to the late Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman to run for president in 1972. She said, if you don't have a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. We got
Yes.
folding chairs.
Yes, the
I
folding
love it.
chairs are
And
right.
also, we also got to say that they're millennials, too, because
Yes.
Alexandria's,
Yeah.
and you know she's a millennial because she says she has to move to D.C. She doesn't have the money yet to get an apartment. So she has to wait until her salary kicks in January.
She's from the Bronx, you guys. She was a bartender, had a hope and a dream, and the people
that's the
voted
sad-
her in.
and that's the-
why your votes do count.
And that's the sad piece in Washington. People don't realize this. You have to basically almost have two residences. You have to have one during the week while you're in Washington working, and then when you go back home to the constituents. So she has to keep two households. And for a millennial, and that's hard, they're renters, big-time renters.
Right.
If that.
Yeah.
Right.
I think this is amazing because when women come together, like one woman by herself can make a move,
Right.
but women together make a movement.
Yes.
And that's why this group is so important. And I also hope that women across the aisle join these women because then we can have true, full-fledged conversations with women who are bipartisan in the country,
But what's most important is, we saw what it took for the Trump administration to come in 8 years after. The Trump administration was a direct reaction to the Obama administration.
Yes.
But what we're seeing now with this current midterm election, less than 2 years, this is a direct reaction to the Trump administration. So let's see how this plays out in 2020. Women are saying, me too, we're not going to take it anymore.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, another woman we need to talk about is Jill Scott.
Woo!
Now, Jill, who is used to singing into a microphone, went viral yesterday for using her mic in a different way. I mean, Jill was recorded at one of her concerts giving some love to her microphone.
Great love.
We can't show the video, but you know, I'm sure
Google
y'all
it.
seen it. Google it if you haven't.
Wait, audience, do you know what we're talking about?
Oh, yeah, they know.
yeah.
Look at them, they know.
You woke. You woke.
Okay.
That one guy is nodding his head like, yup, I've seen it.
Black Twitter went in with fellas wanting their girls to do the hashtag Jill Scott Challenge. And our friend
No, he did not try that.
Van Latham, he says, retweet if you thought about DM and Jill Scott this morning.
Oh my God!
In response to the reaction, Jill tweeted in part saying, I sing, act out all kinds of stories. After a Jill Scott show, most people get splendidly laid by whoever they came with. They usually go on to happier, more productive, focused, wealthy lives.
All right.
Wealthy lives.
Ladies, let me tell y'all, we could not stop talking about this.
Yes.
What did y'all think of this video? I mean, yeah.
Okay, we have to be honest. We actually showed the video,
Of course.
for the first time to April yesterday in our
Right.
briefing room,
Yes.
and her reaction was priceless.
You have to remember what I do during the day. I deal with politics, you know, thus thou art whereas. And to see that, I was like, okay. Well, let me say this. I mean, I'm a Jill Scott fan from way back. The first album, you know.
Who is Jill Scott? That is
Oh my God.
No way. And then with my mantra is hate on me, you know?
Yes.
Hate on me, hate. Oh, yeah.
I'm over here living my life like it's golden.
Golden, yes. Now, with that, and my children, 16 and 11, love Jill Scott because their mommy loves Jill Scott. They love Golden and hate on me.
Were they created to Jill Scott?
Yes, no, 16 and 11. But and I've taken my children to Jill Scott concerts, and I've even gone to a Jill Scott concert with my brother.
This is
But
not
what I will
cool.
say, and I know Jill Scott, she was my guest at one of the White House Correspondents Association dinners. Here's what I will say.
Okay.
I now understand, and we saw her at Essence. She kissed Erykah Badu at Essence on stage
This past summer.
So now what this gives me, I'm not a prude, but what I will say is I will not take my children to Jill Scott at this moment, and I will not go with a new boyfriend because it would be awkward, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to take my girls and we're going to sit there like, okay, I see you. But see, here's in the video, we heard mostly girls laughing and screaming. I'm not mad at Jill Scott. I'm not mad.
I also want to say her songs a lot of her songs are very suggestive. Like Crown Royal, if you listen to the lyrics, your hands on my hips pull me right back to you. I catch that thrust, give it right back to you. I'm like, yes.
Spill the tea.
I just think
Hey, here's the thing. I love myself some Jill Scott because I think any human being who is mature enough to understand that celebrating healthy sexual relationships is a means of human connection.
Yes.
That's dope. Don't take that away from us. You know what I'm saying? But Jill has always been like this, just like you said. I remember I learned, I really understood what the down low could get like when I listened to Epiphany. Beautiful lyrics, just poetically painting the picture. But here's the problem why this is a topic right now.
Why?
The problem is that you're seeing that people have a problem with women owning their sexuality.
Well,
think about that for a second. No. I have to just say this because men have been rapping and singing about lyrics that are oftentimes more explicit and sometimes disrespectful towards women for eons. I'll never forget. Yo, even before Jill Scott, have you been to a Two Live Crew concert?
No, I haven't.
There are some things that are going on. So I'm just saying, if you're taking exception to what Jill did, you have to take exception to some of the lyrics that y'all be singing at a club as well, right? And I don't know. All Jill did as a sexual, healthy human being is she just did her version of a mic check, and y'all get mad about that.
I think
it was
that
more than a
doesn't
mic check
fair.
now. She showed some
But
love
it's
to the
her
mic.
version, and at the end of the day, if you're mad, I think you're mad just because you
I'm
realize.
not mad. I love Jill. I am a grown woman. I love Jill. But I believe sometimes, when I want to take my children, because we love her, I now know, well, mommy can't take you to this.
This is grown folk.
This is grown
This is
folk
grown
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, and I don't want to have that extra conversation on sex education with my children because it's a little deeper. But I mean, as a grown woman who has been married, I understand what she's doing.
Well,
I mean, don't get me wrong now, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As a grown woman, I understand what she's doing, but it's an adult
but
show.
it was too much for you. I mean,
I would not take a guy that I just started to date to the show.
Why?
Now,
Because you don't want to set him up with expectations.
He may be thinking
Shoot.
we need to do the Jill Scott challenge. I'm like,
well, just tell me
Not
you're
on the first
gonna-
date.
not on the first, not the second or third. I'm
Okay.
old school.
This is my thing, though.
I respect that.
Women have been showing their sexuality on in a lot of concerts. I mean, Janet Jackson used to do it.
Been doing it for years.
Been doing it for years.
Velvet Rope.
Yeah, I mean, Beyonce, they do it. It's an artistry. I was just reading something that kind of disturbs me, though, because I was reading that some people feel like maybe because she's a plus-size black woman.
No,
that's
wait,
beautiful.
let me finish.
Okay.
No, I'm saying it's wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That is, she's a plus-size black woman. They look at her as mammified.
Oh, no.
And that they don't see her as sexy. So when they saw the Jill Scott doing what she was doing, they felt like that wasn't sexy because she was a plus-size black woman.
I see
Let
what
me
you're
tell
saying.
you something about us big women, honey.
Go ahead, girl.
Tell
Tell
it.
it, Lonnie. Tell it, Lonnie.
We do it.
Tell it, Lonnie.
Go.
And we
Tell
do it
Lonnie.
well.
Tell it, Lonnie.
And we just do it a lot bigger, okay? So believe me, don't fool yourself with
Yes.
us, all right?
Yeah.
It's a new day. It's a
I
new
saw
day
it.
for
I thought
us.
it was hot.
Yes.
Let that girl live her life.
Learn
She was
something.
Nigga like
educating
that
some
golden.
people out there.
Something today.
Praise God.
All right.
A little something.
Ooh.
Saved in the nick of time. We shouted out Jasmine Ravno for the New York Dollar. Holla back. And guess what? She is on the line right now. Hey, Jasmine.
What's up, Jazz?
How are you?
We're good.
Yay,
Okay,
yes.
Jazz, I want to know, what do you do in New York, and how did you find out about the call?
So I'm a project manager at a children's publishing company, and I found out because everybody's like literally texting me and DMing me on Instagram right now. So it's amazing. With my mom, and she told me.
There they go.
Like,
They're
"Oh,
telling you right now.
What's your name?"
Oh, well, Jasmine.
so awesome.
You know what? Because you got in touch with us, you're going to get $1,000.
This is yours, girl.
Make it rain.
Okay, so Jazz, do you need this money, and what are you going to do with this money?
I do. So actually, I am 3 days away from.
That was
created on Jill Scott's
unexpected.
music.
Okay, I'm all
The
about
baby was
that.
created on Jill Scott's music, right?
Oh my gosh, that was such a Beyonce reveal. I know.
You look great. In 3 days, you're having a baby?
Aw.
That's the due date.
Hopefully before November 17th, but the due date is on Saturday. So yes,
Is this your
Wow.
first baby?
my first one, a little girl.
Yay.
Do you know what you're gonna name her?
I do. We haven't told our friends yet, but
Okay.
her middle name will be Joy because it's a combination of my first monogram, my husband's first name monogram, and his last name. So Joy.
I love that.
right.
Well, congratulations, Jasmine. We're so excited for you. And you're getting this $1,000.